What's good with y'all boys? It's Ross and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about my music unpopular opinions that are gonna make y'all mad, gonna make y'all rage, the ones that are gonna make y'all wanna fight me, the ones that are gonna make y'all in the comments start talking crazy, which I'm gonna have to check you for. But in this video, I'm gonna be giving y'all some unpopular opinions that I have in music, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been noticing lately that a lot of y'all do not know ball when it comes to music, and some of my unpopular opinions y'all may disagree with, but this is why we gonna have a little discourse in the comments, or y'all can DM me, whatever. Y'all see my social links down there. Y'all can run to my DMs if y'all want, but we're gonna be discussing unpopular opinions from underground music to rap music. And I'm not gonna lie, if you clicked on this for pop music or anything like that, I'm sorry to tell you, you ain't getting it. I don't listen to pop music or country. I ain't giving no Morgan Wallen takes. I ain't giving no Luke Bryan takes. So we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into this, and we're gonna start off with my first unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion number one, and I can't believe I'm saying this. The new and current UK drill artists are better than the American drill artists. Now hold on, before you click off the video, let me cook here. Let me explain what I'm saying. Now, if y'all can't tell by my other videos, if you haven't watched it, I made a video on why drill music fell off. And one of the main reasons why I said drill music fell off is because one, so many of the artists have either died or been locked up. And also the substance of the drill music has just gotten so lackluster. Now, the complete opposite has happened in the UK. One thing I will say is, you know, back in the day, the UK drill music used to be so trash.
That shit stank, don't it? Ugh.
Used to be able to pop, 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 pop. Talk. Like, they used to be over there sounding like pirates, you know, to hear mate, oh my God, mate. Like, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm from Liverpool. Like, all that, you know, them Scousers and all that UK drill, that mess was garbage. Pre-2022, UK drill to me was straight trash. There was only like one dude I feel like that really sounded okay, and it was Russ Millions, right? He was decent. Like, if you came in my car and you played his music, I would still side-eye you. His music was not bad, it was cool. But now, I'm not gonna lie, there's new artists that are coming out, and they gonna keep growing on me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like Nims makes good music. Like, y'all need to go check him out. I don't want no one just hating just because it's the UK. Yes, them boys over there, you know, they aren't over there talking about sticks and guns. That is not what I care for when it comes to drill music, honestly. It's if you can rap at all. Now in America, on the other hand, it is completely different. The new artists over there, or the ones that are just started popping off between the last like 3-ish years, it's clearly only violence directed, and it's only about who has the most bodies and the most hats. Those are the ones that are becoming the biggest draw artists. Those are the ones that are getting put on Spotify. Those are the ones that are being shown to us, right? It's the ones who are the most disrespectful. The thing is, the UK artists really didn't have that opportunity to just be like, oh, let's just straight to disrespect. Now, I know in some of their music in UK drill, there is disrespect. I get it, Scott. I don't want that one dude from South London or whatever, and like, oh, you ain't hear about how this person shut this person up? No, I'm not trying to talk about that, bro. No. They didn't have the opportunity to do that because people weren't trying to listen to it, especially in the States. But now, UK artists in general have really stepped their game up in terms of rap. I'm not gonna lie to you, even in the underground. Femi Goro, he is music tough. Femi Goro, you know, Lancey, you know, even if you talk about, you know, back to the, you know, UK trap rap or whatever you want to call it, Central C isn't bad. Nims isn't that bad. I mean, there's a lot of them that are not bad at all, and I feel like they make decent music. And as crazy as it sounds, I never thought that this pirate music, this music that sounded so proper, was gonna be music I've generally found to, you know, be somewhat good. You know, I'm so serious. You know, they be making their little soccer bars and I be liking it. And unpopular opinion number one, UK drill music right now is better than American drill music, especially amongst the new artists. If you want to argue with me about it, argue with me in the comments below, man. Unpopular opinion number two. If you have to tell me after I listen to a song that I don't like, oh bro, just listen bro, just spark up a blunt bro. Oh, you gotta be high when you listen to this bro. Like when you high, this song sounds so good. The song is trash.
That's it, you want one? Tell them pop a perk right quick. Okay. I'm itching right now.
Now let me hear me out here. I know there's gotta be a lot of people that defend the ZA. You know, I know a lot of people that smoke. I don't personally smoke. I know a lot of people get tender when you talk about ZA. I know they do. So just bear with me, bro. Anything when you are high is going to be better. I could give someone who is high an Arby's sandwich and they would eat it and they think it's the best food ever. I could give someone Brussels sprouts if they're high and they still gonna like it a lot more than if they were sober. I'm not just gonna base my music taste off of what you're saying and you're getting stimulated, a sensation that make you think the music's better. You can't just tell me, bro, you just not a real smoker for real. This music ain't good. It's because you over here not smoking. Like, you gotta spark up, twin. Like, this is what you gotta do to listen to the music. I'm not gonna lie, the music that's normally categorized by this is like music from artists like Can, or you take Isaiah TG, or you take like these lazy flow type of rappers when they put like no effort in, and you know, that's kind of like their whole stick, and they sound like they're just mumbling, and dudes just be like, bro, like, when you high listening to this, man, it just sounds so good. I'm like, bro, that doesn't mean, just because it sounds like good when you're high doesn't mean it is good. Like, at the end of the day, and I'm not even saying I dislike Can music. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of Isaiah TG music. I don't get the hype, but you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. No, the song is dirt. If I don't like it when I'm sober, it is hard for me to dislike your music. Like, if I tell you straight up that I don't like your music, you may be trash, but keep going, Brody, at the same time. But I'm telling you, if you are telling me, yo, you gotta, you know, spark up or whatever to like this, bro, the music more than likely I'm not going to like. It's probably music at the end of the day, it just isn't good for me. I might just think it's trash. I probably do think it's trash. And you can't base something off of whether or not someone's high to like the music or not. You either like the music or you don't. You don't have to throw in all these extra things for me to do to like your music. If I have to go out my way and do that to like the music, then maybe the music just isn't something that I like and I just think it's trash. No, bro, no. I like a lot of music. I just don't like that music. Now, I know since the last one didn't sound as positive or whatever, let's switch it up. Unpopular opinion number 3. Yapo JJ is the most slept on underground artist that I've heard. I'm not gonna lie, Yapo JJ, that yop today, yop tomorrow. Yapo JJ is such a good artist, and I generally don't understand why he's not bigger. Maybe it's because he doesn't have an aesthetic that people like or they want to cling to make him bigger and to eventually get him to that mainstream, or maybe it's just that his sound is just so different. But if y'all ever heard Untouchable by Yapo JJ, you should know what I'm talking about, bruh. Like, Yapo JJ makes such good music, and I generally don't understand why he's not bigger. When people talk about the best people in the underground, like, I hear people, they'll say Osama Son, they'll talk about Netspin. They'll mention all these other people. And there's dudes right now that are coming out that are getting a lot more love, which shout out to them, I'm glad that they're getting it. But I don't feel like they're better than Yapo JJ. They're not better than Yap. But Yapo JJ is a really good artist. I really suggest to y'all, go listen to his music. If y'all really want to, I could put some songs on screen that I like from Yapo JJ. Go listen to, and it's gonna be a good introduction for you. Unpopular opinion number 4. Just because an artist tries something different doesn't mean it can shield them away from criticism. I've seen so many times, and especially recently, where artists will try out new things, and then people who are fans of said artists, when, let's say, artists is getting criticized, right? Or that people say they don't like the music, they're like, bro, this was an experimental tape. This was an experimental tape. Right here was him testing the boundary. This is him just trying out something different. Oh, bro, you don't understand right now, bro. This is just a different sound. You're just not into the sound yet. Just because you try to experiment with the music does not mean that we just gonna slide you a pass and not be able to just judge your music at the end of the day, right? I don't care if you go into a basketball court right now and then you try doing hezzy pulls and shooting threes when you know good and well that you are a slasher. I'm not gonna get off the court when I'm running with you and be like, bruh, you know what, I'm cool with you. You tried out something new, bro, even though you just sold us in the game. If your homie playing 2K and he over here trying to speed boost and doing all types of 2K17 like playmaker moves, you're not gonna be all cool with him doing that if he's a regular sharpshooter. It's the same way, you know, when it comes to other video games, the same way it comes to this. Now, an example of this is I saw when Che released his new album, Rest in Bass, right? I saw a lot of people who were reviewing the album. A lot of people, you know, liked it. A lot of people didn't. It was very polarizing in the way it was reviewed. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like the album at all. But everyone that was defending the album, or a lot of people that were defending the album, were saying that, oh, he's just experimenting with this. This is just a new sound he's just testing out. This is gonna have a whole lot of red effect. Y'all just don't get it. It's experimentation. He's just trying to expand as an artist. I get that, sure, that's good for him. But bro, is that pleasing my ears right now? No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I think Che makes decent music, but I just didn't like that music right there. I just didn't like it. It sounded a little too much for me at the time, and just because he experimented doesn't mean I gotta like it. So when people are, you know, your favorite artist makes a track and they do something experimental, don't just try and just defend it by saying, oh, well, it was experimentation, bro. Just because you experimented doesn't mean that you was cooking and you ain't burned down the kitchen. At the end of the day, you burnt the kitchen down. Whether or not you intended to or not, it's just the way it is, bro. Unpopular opinion number 5. Rock music is one of the most underappreciated genres in the past 15 to 20 years. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I know that rock music isn't at its peak necessarily with the AC/DC days or even the 90s. It's not at its peak, but hear me out. I say that a lot of new indie rock music and a lot of rock music in general has been really good as of recent. I will say that there's a lot of artists that I do listen to. There's a lot of artists, you know, even from the older days that I listen to, but I really rarely find myself in circles where people just listen to rock music. I think rock music creatively is my favorite genre in the sense of when I want to just go on a long drive, rock music is by far the first one I'm clicking on. It's the first playlist that I'm going to play. You know, I'm going to listen to my Deftones. I'm going to listen to, you know, my So Distilled. I'm going to listen to a lot of different artists here. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's so many artists that I like. I'm just going to name a few of them just so y'all can get them real quick. Like, I mean, there's so many artists now that are making good music. We have Quanic. I mean, we have Wisp. We have so many different ones that are out here making good ones. Enter. I mean, there's a lot of good rock, metal, music out there, and I just feel like a lot of people need to start testing the boundaries in terms of listening to more rock. I know some people always listen to Deftones. Like when people say, oh yeah bro, I listen to rock, they're always gonna say they listen to Deftones. Super Heaven's another good one I listen to, and they're like kind of mainstream. I think they're mainstream pretty much. I'm just saying, get into rock music, you won't be disappointed. Rock music is such a great genre, and I feel like it's very underappreciated. If you're a rock music fan, in the comments, put me on to some music, and if you want me to put you on to some, I'll put you on, but I'm gatekeeping my playlist. Sorry, not sorry. Next, unpopular opinion. Some of y'all want to be the OG fan, aka the first fan to discover an artist so much that y'all will support the most buns music. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old. I'm 22 years old, but listen, and I don't like hating on artists. I don't like hating on artists. But I recently was on TikTok scrolling, right? And there was an artist that people were saying or comparing to the next Yeet. And I'm like, oh, let me check out his music. His name is Fake Mink. Dog, I listened to the music and I genuinely sat there and I was like, hold on, what is everyone talking about? I'm like, I don't hear it. I'm like, bro, are some of y'all just trying to be the first person to catch some of the music? And I feel like a lot of people have had this with other artists too in multiple different genres, but especially in underground rap. I feel like dudes will prop up any dude to underground rap just because they'll be like, you know what? He's the first one I can support. Like, I'll be able to say in 5 years, bro, I told you that dude was hard, twin. I told you he was so hard. Like, oh, I told you she was hard. Like, I told you, like, she made great music. I'm telling you, like, bro, I was there since day one. Man, you was BS and you didn't want to ever listen to the music when I put it on. I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing because they want to have that I told you so moment, but the music doesn't match the energy they're giving to it. Now, everyone has their own opinions of what music they like, which I feel as though you're entitled to. However, at the same time, I got mine as well, and that music is garbage. Straight garbage. Now, my last and final unpopular opinion. NBA Youngboy has the biggest cult-like fan base, strongest supporting fan base I've ever seen. Now, I know that people are gonna mention different fan bases. What about Opium? What about Lil Wayne's fan base? What about Nicki Minaj's fan base? What about the Beehive? Listen when I tell you this. There is no fan base that I genuinely feel like that cares more for their artists and feels as connected to their artists than NBA Youngboy's fans. These dudes keep up with everything when it comes to his life. They keep up when it comes to his kids. They keep up to when it comes to his baby mamas. They keep up with everything. And not only that, they support him no matter what. No matter what. You can see this in the comment section. Anytime YB is beefing with someone, they are trolling the artist. Y'all remember what the Biba Doobie situation was? When people were making the trolls of like, oh, YB can sing better than Biba Doobie. And she started getting out of, hand and started talking about something. Oh my God, like y'all comparing me. Like she started, getting mad at the trolls or whatever. And then people started getting on her. Like even YB fans started getting on her. And then the YB Better era was pure example of this. YB Better was literally the easiest troll and the most rage-baiting troll to most non-YB fans. Now, I like YB's music. I like this music. He's been my top artist many times for different years. But I'm telling you, if you put YB Better under comment sections, I remember when rappers would get mad at it or people would get mad and people would troll. I remember there was one rapper where he was eating a burger on live and someone commented, YB eats his burger better. And I remember people in the comments getting so rage baited about this. Like YB's fans, if you look at his current tour, they're all going out in droves. This man hasn't been on tour in 6 years. The dude's fan base is strong. I mean, people, they really support him. Like, if you look at his current tour, just look at how many people are at his concert. There was literally a dude on his knees looking like he was praying to YB. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is crazy, blasphemous. But at the same time, the dude was on his knees for YB, pause. Look at the concerts and see how much these people are enjoying it. People are spending their last dollar. I literally saw dudes in jail being called, like on, you know, the jail call, web call, whatever, watching and listening to YB's concert. Like, people love his music. What's the craziest part about it is YB does stuff for his fans, but it's also the fact that he's not overly imposing on his fans. He built it organically, you know what I'm saying? And this may sound like YB glaze. I'm not trying to glaze here. I'm just being 100% honest. If there's one group of fans that I would not want to beef with if I was a rapper, it would 100% be YB fans. They troll relentlessly. They are 100% behind them. And the thing about YB's fan base also, too, that is very unique, is it's about almost even in terms of guys and girls. Like, girls love him, the guys want to be him. Girls want to be with him, they want to be the next YB. They want to be in the room with YB. This dude here, rappers want that fan base, and the thing is, he cultivated it. He cultivated it. I mean, I've seen the craziest things happen, what people would do for YB. They're gonna always stick by Youngboy, and he has probably had the biggest fan base I've ever seen in terms of, you know, how much they'll ride for him. Like, it's actually insane. Now that right there is gonna wrap up the video. Yes, my name is Rasul. I wonder how many people I done push their buttons. I wonder how many people feel a little upset. Were these not unpopular opinions? Were these something that you already thought? If you think so, comment down below. Now, if you had a problem with what I said, you can come into the comments. We can have a little civil discourse about this now. Don't be coming at me all types of crazy, because first off, let me just explain something. If you ain't his A&R manager, or if you're not her manager, or if you're not a part of the PR team, boy, you doing something and you doing unnecessary work at this point. You're not even getting paid for it. But I'm just joking with you. We can talk about it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to check out my other videos, I make vlogs, you know. Nice little vlogs, my favorite content to make. And I have other think pieces, but I also have a gaming channel. Go down below if you want to join. We be having streams. People be popping in. Then, you know, every so now and then on Twitch. Go ahead and watch that as well. But these are my music and popular opinions. I rock with y'all. You know, shout out to the messengers. You know, we have a new symbol now. This is the new symbol, the M. Because some people said when I was doing this, my homies, they thought that was gang related. Yeah, no, I am a suburban kid. I'm not in the gang. So if you want to put the M's up for the messengers, you're gonna do it like this from now on. I rock with y'all. Peace.